Welcome to the Brightlands home workout video. My name is Tom and I will be your personal trainer for today. I will guide you through a series of exercises that focuses on the entire body. So each week we'll do a different body part. Let's get the show on the road. So therefore we're going to start with a warming up to prime our body for the task ahead. We're going to 3 minutes warming up with 6 different exercises and we'll stop 5 seconds. We're going to start with the walkout. So make sure you have some space in front of you. Walk all the way out and come all the way up. Try to get a stretch on the back of your legs and come up. Up, walk out and then come up. So stretch the back of your legs. Keep on walking. There we go. The next one will be the windmill. So we're going to bend over, touch our feet. Going to rotate from the spine and our heart beat up. Just tap your feet with your hands and try to get a stretch in the back of your legs as well. So keep your knees stretched. The next one will be knee to the chest, fully stretch in the hip and then lunge out, come back up. Other leg, full stretch, come out and back. Full stretch in the hip. There we go. And back. Other leg. Knee to the chest. Fall out. Come back up. There we go. So the next one you'll probably recognize from yoga. So a downward dog position. I'm going to stretch the back of the legs. So you feel this in the calves. And you extend your knees one by one. So try to really point your hips upwards and stretch out those calves. If everything is going well, you're already feeling your blood flowing up a bit. Next one is a up all the way up here and then come all the way up here. So head in the air and now your hips in the air. Head in the air, hips in the air, head in the air, hips in the air. This is also good for the mobility of the shoulders. So next one, you're going to sit on your heels and you're going to really fall into your hips like this and then come all the way up as a cobra and come back, fall into your hips. Really stretch it out. You'll feel it in the shoulders as well. Stretch it out. And there we go. This is also good for the lower back when you stretch out in this position. So now back up. That was the warming up. Let's get ourselves ready. So now that we're ready with the warming up, we're going to do something a bit more challenging. You and I are going to work on your goals, so join me. Today we're going to do an arms day. The first exercise is called dips. We're going to do 4 sets of 30 seconds, 15 seconds rest in between, and we start in 5 seconds. So bring your hips off the floor and lower yourself via the elbows. Push yourself off again. You can make this harder by using a chair so you have more range of motion downwards with your hips towards the floor. Push yourself off via the arms, targeting the tricep muscle. and rest. So we're targeting this area by pushing ourselves away each time. So the more you bring your hips off the floor, the deeper you can go. So there we go again. So don't make it too hard. Do small movements if necessary. And rest. Make sure the muscle recovers in between the sets. It's a tough one. Okay, there we go. Woo! You feel it filling up with blood. The muscle thickens. That's a sign you're targeting it correctly. One more to go. Almost there. And rest. Woo! That was dips. This exercise is called wrist flexion. We're going to do 4 sets of 30 seconds, 15 seconds rest in between. We start in 5 seconds. So what you want to do is place your bottom part of your arm over your leg, and now bring the weight up via the wrist. What you also want to do is really slowly control it downwards, so fully upwards and at least 2 seconds downwards. So we're targeting the lower arm muscles and primarily the tendons that attach to the elbow. This is an injury in this area is commonly known as a golfer's elbow or maybe a tennis elbow, if you've perhaps heard of it. Now we're going to do the other side. So inwards and control it downwards. 1 second up, 2 seconds down. 1 second up, 2 seconds down. 1 second up, 2 seconds down. If you could maybe place your hand just above the elbow on the muscles that are contracting, you're really feeling those tendons glide. So we're lengthening them and contracting them. This is really good for tendon health and can help prevent those types of injuries, like the tennis elbow, golfer's elbow, like an inflammation of the tendon where it attaches on the elbow itself. Control it up, slowly down, up, slowly down. It's usually the case that anyone will have this type of injury maybe once in their lifetime. So if you incorporate this into your routine, you can prevent a lot of trouble. 5 seconds and we start with the last set on the left side. There we go. Up, control it down. Up, control it down. This is an exercise we use in the field of physiotherapy a lot to remedy elbow injuries. But it's always better to prevent than to rehabilitate an injury. So, great job. That was wrist flexion. This exercise is called wrist extension. So instead of flexion, we're going to go the other way. We're going to do 4 sets, 30 seconds, 15 seconds rest in between. We start at 5 seconds. So, same position. Instead of having your palm up, facing it down, we're going to go all the way up. So this is also relatable to what I said in the previous exercise. It's about tendon health. Control it down by focusing on the eccentric part, the part downwards. So this is concentric, this is eccentric. You'll target the integrity of the tendon itself, which can help prevent like tennis elbows in this area. Probably already felt like a nagging pain here when you like clipped some plants in the garden all day. Up, slowly down, up, slowly down. So we're extending the wrist, controlling it back down. Extending the wrist, controlling it back down. You can also do this like on a table where you just leave your from the wrist like free over the edge of the table and go up and down. Like this. There we go. I always tend to say to people to like feel the muscles that are contracting. Feel it out here on the right side, especially when going up, but also when going down you'll feel it like lengthening while still being under tension. That's the crucial part. So one time the left side. So I must say that if you have an injury like this, you feel something nagging, maybe the left side, and do like 4 sets of the left side instead of left and right. If you have an injury here or something related to what I just said, you can do this exercise each day. It's not a case of going up in weights and like lifting heavy weights with the muscle. About control of the tendon. There we go. Great job, guys. That was an arms day. This exercise is called skull crusher. We're going to do 4 sets of 30 seconds or 15 seconds rest in between, and we start in 5 seconds. So pause the video right now if you don't have any weights, and maybe get some bottles of water perhaps, or dumbbells if you have them. So arms straight up in the air, just bend from the elbow. Don't lock your elbows out, keep the tension on the triceps muscle. And rest. So by doing this movement, you see I'm only bending the elbow. I'm not using the entire arm. Really important with this one. You can see where the name comes from. We're crushing our skulls with the weight. Try to control the weight down so don't let it drop. Keep the tension on the muscle. Keep repeating that because that's Super crucial if you want to effectively train the muscle. And rest. Two more sets to go. Arms up in the air. Bring the weight towards your head and push it away. Squeeze. Squeeze. Almost there. And rest. One more set to go, guys. There we go. Great job, guys. That was a skull crusher. This exercise is called Bicep Curl. We're going to do 4 sets of 30 seconds, 15 seconds rest in between, and we start in 5 seconds. So this may be a bit of a weird the way to hold your body. So bend the knee, place your elbow against your leg. So you have no sway with your arms whatsoever. You can rotate from the elbow. Try to eccentrically control it down until your hand almost touches the ground and then come up. We want a full time under tension of the biceps muscle. So we just did the right arm, now going to the left arm. That means you have to bend your left knee like this and then place your elbow against it, and from there you're going to curl the arm by using the biceps. And rest. So there we go. Right arm again. Keep all the tension on the biceps during those 30 seconds. And rest. So bend the left knee, lean backwards, place your elbow against your knee, and then focus on the tension on the biceps. Come on. And rest. That was the bicep curl. Great job. So that was a great workout. Surely you must be pretty sweaty right now. So before we get on with your day, we have to cool down a bit first. So let's start with the cooling down. So we're now going to start with the cooling down. We're going to combine some static and dynamic stretches to cool our body down for the day ahead. So we're going to do 6 different exercises, 30 seconds each. We start in 5 seconds. So this one, the first one, you already know. We're going to do a windmill. We're going to come up between each repetition. So we're dynamically stretching the back of our legs. And don't make this too intense. Just lean forward from the hips. Get stretch on the hamstrings and the calves. So after this one, we're going to do a bit more simple. We're going to rotate our hips. So you can really imagine the joint in the socket, the hip socket, making this movement. Like we're dancing. So this next one will be for the side obliques. So we're going to stretch out fully, lean to this side, relax, stretch out fully, lean to that side. Make yourself as long as you can. Stretch out that way. Control your breathing. Make sure you get that heart rate a bit down. So now I'm going to do a quad stretch and release the other side. This is also a bit of a stability exercise. That's why we don't stay too long on one leg. Up, up. So we just did the front of the legs. Going to do the back side now. Lean forward. Up. Lean all the way forward. So don't push your knees to the front, but your hips to the back while leaning forward. And then you feel it on the hamstring. So now we're going to do some dynamic calf stretching. So try to grab the sole of your foot while maintaining stretched knees, so extended knees. Some people can't reach it, so ever so slightly bend the knee. Okay guys, so I hope your heart rate is a bit down. You feel your entire body tingling. Great job. Thanks for today guys, that was a great workout. If you have any ideas or suggestions, please contact our email address down below. Also know that we provide live training sessions as well. So via SmartMove, let's always stay one step ahead.